ramble. All right.
It's funny because when we say "and we're in the ramble" and I go to cut that clip into the actual ramble, I can line it up with the other one almost exactly every time.
Nice, dude.
We nail that shit.
It's so good. Anything else to say about this, man? I want to just reiterate. I didn't hate this show. It was just very hard for me to watch.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I feel like giving it a 0 on the Je ne sais quoi feels like I'm shitting on it. I'm not. It was.
Hey man,
rough,
you didn't give out them negative points.
I'm never gonna do a negative point.
What kind of asshole would do something like that?
You have to be a real dickwad.
You have to be a real asshole.
A real son of a bitch.
I think I said everything that I really wanted to say. You know, kind of like how I related to it and stuff in the Je ne sais quoi. I don't have to do much of that here because I really. It's not something that I want to talk about with the whole internet out there. Not that I don't love you good buddies and I don't, think that you guys want to hear my story, but it's a very long story.
Oh, my sweet baby. My beautiful bearded boy.
But this ramble is still going to be fun because we're about to get into what have you been watching. That's what's going to be most of this ramble, I think, is what have you been watching.
Oh, boy.
And dude. Do you want
to start? Because I did watch the new episode of your show you texted me about last night. Do you want to start there?
Promise Neverland? Yeah, let's start there.
Okay.
But you know that I want to get to that domestic
I know you
girlfriend.
do, you monster.
It's the fucking best.
I don't know, man.
It's the best. I was talking to one of my friends, and he's been watching it too, and I was like, it's not the best anime this season. I don't even think it's probably close.
But it's hard to put it down.
Yeah, but
it's getting a solid 2 on the Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah,
you can't put it down.
It's the one that I look forward to the most. Like I just want to the domestic girlfriend coming up.
It's out today,
I'm watching
man.
it
About
tonight,
to watch
man.
it tonight, yeah. Right after you finish watching the fucking Bundy show.
Yeah.
But I can't lie, man. I'm kind of there with you on that one. I don't hate it. But let's run it
we'll
back.
get to that one. Let's go to Promise Neverland.
Let's talk about Promise Neverland because new episode came out, pretty interesting. Gotta say, they are kind of giving my girl Sister Crone the clown face. Not super into it, but overall I enjoy that show.
Sure.
Overall I'm enjoying that show.
Yeah.
Can't really say too much here without getting super spoilery. And
I will say that in the last episode it was brought up that there was a traitor or a spy among the kids as the kids are trying to escape.
And I feel like it wants you to think it's this one character in that third episode.
Yes.
And then they kind of lay a trap for it.
And I text you a little bit.
Halfway through watching that, I was like, wait. No, is this guy, and then is this?
And that's why I was texting before it finished. I was like, I think I know who this trailer is.
And then you get to the end of the episode, and you're like, what?
Yeah, and I didn't think they were gonna shoot it at the end.
Yeah.
So whenever they did it, I was like, oh fuck, I was right.
Well, as far as you know.
Yeah. Well, as far as I know.
I mean, we'll see next episode. Maybe we won't find out.
I mean, it's got to be.
Who can say?
Overall, it was a good episode, dude. It was really tense, dude.
Yeah.
This show builds tension.
It really builds the suspense, really builds the tension, yeah. You can feel it.
And it's like not even much is happening, but you're like,
okay, there was one bit in particular that really, it was so simple, but it got me so hard because all this stuff's going on. Kids are like, we got to do this, we got to do that. We need to talk to these people and see what's going on. And then it cuts and it's like that night. And you don't even know exactly what's happening until you get there. But you just see first person very slowly walking down this hallway, walking up these stairs, a hand grabbing the handle to the door and pushing it open, which is when you see the other 2 kids that they're about to talk to there. And you realize this was the 3 main kids, creeping up there to go talk to them. And that one little scene, it was so simple, but the way they moved so slow and deliberately and in first person mode, it really builds that suspense and that tension, man. They really nail it. It's very good.
And I gotta say about this show, initially I liked the art style a lot, and now I really like it, dude. Yeah. I love this art style. I love these character designs.
They still look like little noseless weirdos to me.
I think that's what makes it good, though.
When they're in profile, faces. When they're in profile, they got them pointy noses.
Yeah. Well, they got those.
You could skewer a kebab with them noses, but when they're looking head on, got no nose.
They got that Aoyama, or however you say his name from My Hero Academia.
You don't know.
Aoyama? Yeah, Aoyama.
Them little smile,
the little V smile, dude. And it's got just a little gap. See, I'm telling you, dude, I get the words are right. There's no way you can mess up the word gap,
You're the
right?
worst.
But I said gip.
You sure did, bud. It's beautiful.
Dude, these characters are fucking adorable, man.
It's pretty cute. It's a cute show with a very dark streak running through it, and it is full of suspense, and I'm into it.
It's so well done.
We really can't say too much without getting spoilery, but I mean that's one we're definitely gonna have to talk about when it wraps up.
Yeah, we'll give it a little time. We're definitely gonna talk about that one on the podcast,
for sure.
On the review.
Let's get to the one you really want, though. Tell me about it, boy.
Oh, let's talk about that domestic girlfriend, dude. Let's talk about that.
Show.
Let's talk about that opening song again. Man, does it rip.
You can't stop watching it. Every time you watch an episode, you rewind it and watch the opening again.
Hell yeah, dude. It's so good.
Oh my God.
It's so good to me. And it flies. Dude, this show. So we were talking about WataMote and how those episodes feel really long. These episodes feel real short.
They do.
Freaking blast through them. And I'm like, oh, that's it?
Yeah. I feel that. I gotta say, man, I don't think I'm as into it as you, but it is hard to put down. It is difficult to put it down. I do want to know what happens, and that brings me to an interesting point. Let me touch on a couple shows real quick. One, Magnificent Kotobuki. Got to my episode 3. I always say give it 3 episodes, then you decide if you're in and out. Gotta tell you, the whole 2D plus CG in the same scene. This scene they're CG, now they're 2D, now they're back to CG again. I can't deal with it. And moreover, I don't really give a shit about the characters or what they're doing. They're like a bunch of mercenaries and flying around. They work for some company, and they're gonna, they kill the sky pirates when they fly in. And these dog fights are great. Dog fights are pretty great. I kind of just don't give a shit about the characters or anything. So it's hard for me to get through. I'm out. 3 episodes. I'm out. Second one, Magical Spec Ops Asuka. Got through that 3rd episode. Got to tell you, it's still a little interesting to me how it's so militaristic and yet cutesy, and the whole thing about that. But specifically at that 3rd episode, they went real heavy on the fan service to the point that it didn't make any freaking sense. It was just excuses to get them titties jiggling, and I'm kind of out on that one. Now that is 2 shows that I looked at and I thought, oh, these seem interesting. Maybe I can get with them. Meanwhile, 2 other shows, Domestic Girlfriend, which we are still talking about, and the Quintessential Quintuplets, 2 shows that I was certain I would not give a shit about because they look so smutty. I'm still in.
Yeah.
I'm still in. So they really turned it. That's the swerve of the century, baby. Yeah. They got me.
And we are going to talk about Domestic Girlfriend a little more, but I do want to say that I have ditched one and I'm going to replace it with something else.
Oh, what have you done?
Girly Air Force, I'm done with it.
You're out on Girly Air Force.
It's just kind of freaking boring, and
you got to slip into that something else. Yeah,
I'm going to Dororo, I think.
Oh, you got to get that one, dude. That new episode should be up for that one. I have not watched it yet. I will say that I'm probably going to jump on Roommate as a Cat now, since I dropped those other 2.
Oh, dude.
And
I'm going to talk about that in a second.
We'll get to that in a second. But tell me more about Domestic Girlfriend. Bud.
So this show is just
you just tell me how much you love it. Go.
It's Days of Our Lives, but anime, dude. It is so dramatic.
It's very melodramatic, yes. It is a straight up soap opera.
And dude,
and it still has some fun parts. Like that bit where they're talking, where him and the girl are him and what's her name are like in the classroom, like just doing a scene. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
That really endeared me to that character. That really made me give a shit about her.
Yeah. And also it does these things where it's like it does these giant missteps almost.
Yeah.
And then somehow it does something a few seconds later and you're like, all right, I'll buy it. It's dude, it's going to boil down into the biggest, smuttiest smut, dude.
I will say that out of everything I'm watching so far, I'm still in right now. It's by a hair, man.
Dude, I feel like it's going to keep that hair, though, dude, and that hair is just never going to shrink. It's just going to be small forever.
My boy has 2 strikes. Because one, I said this before, it's not really a spoiler, and I also already said it. At the end of the 1st episode...
Oh, I'm about to drop a major spoiler on this one here in a second. Because I want to talk about something.
But the end of the 1st episode, homegirl is passed out drunk on the couch, and he goes for the kiss. That's not cool. She's unconscious, non-consensual.
Sure.
And then they kind of play it off like, well, she shouldn't have been like that anyway. Yeah, blame her. Sure.
I wish they would have just blamed it on him being a teenager.
Episode 3.
And hormones or anything
else.
Very
similar situation. Not exactly the same, but... He is being told, go away. This is probably what you're going to spoil. He's being told, hey, okay, you need to leave. Get out of here. And he just grabs her and takes a kiss.
Yeah, my guy takes a chance.
again, that's strike 2, man. Not cool.
Would I ever
I'm
take
looking
that
for
chance?
3. And when I see 3, I'm out, baby.
I can't imagine that you're not going to get a strike every single episode.
Well, so
I think you need to go for 3 strikes per episode.
We're up to 2 strikes out of 3 episodes. That's not a great record, but it ain't one per yet.
So yeah, my guy, he pops
Oh
up
my
there.
God.
He goes in for the kiss, dude.
Okay,
He risked it for the biscuit.
Preface this.
Okay, so he finds out that she's having an affair with
Yes.
a married man.
She's having an affair with a married man. He confronts her because it's his business for some reason. She tells
dude, they're
him,
family now.
"Oh God,
duh."
Well, no, that's not why he's doing it. He's doing it because he's horny for her.
Right.
So she tells him, "Listen, that is what's happening, and you're just gonna be cool with it because it's none of your fucking business. I need you to leave. Go ahead and beat it. Get out of my room." To which he responds, grab his shoulders, big kiss. He just does it. What the fuck is that? What about that situation tells you now's a good time to go for the smooch? Like, no, absolutely not.
I don't
None
know,
of that.
man. I'm not gonna try to drum up some story because I know that just won't even go over well.
He's a bad person.
I think he's
a bad person.
I think he's a hormonal teen.
Now, please tell me what happens next, Roger, when she pushes him away.
She pushes him away, and then she pulls him back.
Oh,
and
God.
she makes out with him so fucking hard, dude.
They do the bird poke with the tongues.
Dude. So we were hot off of Bloom Into You, where I was fresh off. I was
you
like,
were talking about how awkward those tongue kisses were.
And it's rare to see tongue kisses in just anime.
Oh my God.
And this one, dude, she was all in, dude. She was just tonguing this guy up, and she rips his shirt, dude. She
throws him on the bed. She crawls on top of him. He's laying there with his arms up like, oh, sensei. Like he's all blushing and shit. And she goes, yeah, you're not ready.
Which leads me to the question, if he hadn't reacted like that and was ready, what would have happened?
Well, see, that's the thing. And like, this is where, like, that was the whole thing for me, is that like, the whole reason, to me, the reason she did that was to prove not only to him, but also to herself, that he is not as grown as he thinks he is.
Right.
And like, there was a purpose for it. It's a shitty purpose.
Yeah.
But there's a purpose for it.
I was like, at the end of the day, still not okay.
It's not okay at all. But there is a story element to why she did that, and I'm not saying it's cool. I am saying there was a reason. I still don't understand why he decided it was cool to kiss her in that situation when she's telling him to fuck off.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's that teacher.
Because there ain't a story nor
like the teacher
a reason
factor,
for any
man.
of that.
You didn't have any teachers you thought were attractive when you went to school?
Oh, hell yeah. One of them was flirting back with me.
It's amazing.
It was great.
I love it. And I'm so
a bad
happy
parent.
for
I'm
you.
broken as a
And
human
you know
being.
what? I'll tell you what. Kids are getting luckier and luckier these days.
That's terrible. Don't do that
That was
shit.
a
Don't
joke.
do that shit. Oh, no. Oh, we're going to get so many letters. We're not going to get any letters.
We're
no
not
one
going to get
listens
any
to
letters.
this shit.
It was a joke.
Let's just, none of that's cool. The relationships with underage people, regardless of who's the man or woman in the relationship, not cool. All right, go.
But yeah, man, they make out hardcore, and she's like, "You're not ready. You know, you aren't up to this.
You're still just a little boy."
Then
basically.
he runs away, and his parents are about to they just got married, and they're really happy, and they're about to get a divorce
because they think he ran away from home because of that. Yeah. Fuck you.
It's so overly dramatic, dude.
It's rough, dude. He ends up hanging out at his friend's house.
They come in the 11th hour where they're signing them. They got the divorce documents and pens in their hand.
I do love his friend who he goes and hangs out at his friend's house, and then the younger girl who is his stepsister now.
Yeah, Rui or whatever.
She finds him, and they're all like hanging out in his friend's room, and then his friend's little sister comes by, and she like, "Hey, what's going on?" And she sees her, and she's like, "Is this your girlfriend?" And his friend just turns around, "Yes." Like,
yes,
my dude.
Yeah, it was great.
My dude did not miss a beat.
Yes.
Yeah, she is.
But yeah, that's Domestic Girlfriend. I'm going to talk about it every week.
This show's absurd.
It's
I'm telling you, man.
Don't watch it seriously.
2 strikes, baby. 2 strikes.
I think you should give it 0.5 strike there.
2 strikes.
0.5 strikes.
You're right. 2.5 strikes.
You're an idiot. Because if you're out, dude, then you're gonna have to just hear me talk about it.
I will just hear you talk about it, and I will plug my ears. You go right ahead.
But I want to talk about it with somebody.
All right. Well,
I want to talk about it with somebody.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
But let's go on to an anime. Okay, so like I said about Domestic Girlfriend.
Sorry.
I don't think it's the best anime of the season.
It's hard to put it down.
It's the one that I just look forward to the most. I'm like in a 3-way tie here for best anime of the season that I can't figure out if I like Promised Neverland better. I can't figure if I like Love Is War more. I
think that's still my number one right now.
Or if I like My Roommate Is a Cat the most.
Tell me about the cat.
Dude, this show is freaking...
It's just so damn cute.
It's gunning to try to freaking break my heart, dude.
Oh, no.
Every episode, dude.
You know it's gonna end with that.
Dude, it better not, dude. If you're insinuating that the cat might die...
You know that pussy ain't gonna make it.
Dude, I will never watch anime again, dude. If they do that to me, I will never forgive them.
Don't make that promise, because you will never watch anime again.
They're like, I think people are
getting you so endeared to this little kitten. It's gonna happen.
I think people have.
It's gonna break his heart. There's gonna be a whole half that last episode is just gonna be him depressed, and then he's gonna be walking down the street and see like a little abandoned cat in a box.
That can't be how it ends.
I'm calling it right now.
But everybody watching like a show or a movie. Usually there's something that happens to anybody. I think there's like they're like, all right, this happened. I'm out.
You can get a ghost cat.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm not talking about ghost cats.
All right.
I'm talking about you being out. You see something that happens and you're totally out.
Sure.
And mine is the death of an animal.
Yeah,
if an animal dies in a movie, I'm out of here. This movie done pissed me off. This anime, I will never forgive anime.
He's still never seen the ending to I Am Legend.
I'm not going to watch it. I can watch humans die all day long.
That's fucked up.
I can watch them die all day long. I can get on a video game, kill them all day long.
This is why he identifies so much with the new Daniel Bryan. He got to do it for Daisy.
Yeah. Yeah, but whenever it comes
to do it for Daisy.
Whenever it comes to the scene where they're skinning Daisy to make a belt out of her, I'm fucking out.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna. We can't be dealing with that.
But this anime, man, they write it so well. It's like, okay, so this character,
you certainly make it sound cute.
This character, the main character, not the cat, not Haru. He is similar to Tomoko and WataMote. He has severe social anxiety. It's handled entirely differently though.
Sure.
He doesn't like people, and he is smart.
He just doesn't even.
He doesn't like people. He doesn't want to get out. He doesn't want to deal with anybody, and so he doesn't. He wants to write, and now it's kind of like him warming up to people and showing the ways that you can still be awkward, but warm up to people, or people will come and start being approachable. And that's really how life is. Mm-hmm. Is that there you will find friends. People will approach you and be your friend and kind of get an understanding of you. And that's what this does. But it also shows the therapeutic use of having a pet.
Sure. Just
like, how he starts kind of warming up to things because he has this other life in his house.
Says the man with a dog, a cat, and 2 birds.
Yeah. I love him. But they'll do things in this damn show, man, especially from the cat's perspective. It's always when it flips over to the cat, like, all right, you're trying to make me cry, dude.
Oh no.
You're trying to make me cry. And I haven't done it yet, and I don't know if I will, and I'm going to fight it to the bitter end, but god dang, dude, this anime is good. It is really good, and it is really cute, and it is really uplifting.
It sounds really cute.
So if you need something to brighten up your day, if you need something to pick you up a little bit, or make you just want to feel something, watch this show. Mm-hmm. It's good. I can't recommend it enough. I really like it, and it very well could top out as my favorite anime this season. We'll see how it goes.
Nice, dude. Until they kill that cat.
And in that case, worst anime of the season. I'm never watching anime again. Podcast is over, except unless Brandon wants to take it over and go record with some other good buddy.
It'll become that's when we'll finally make Brandon's crybaby.
I'll be the anti-good buddy. I'm gonna be the worst buddy if that happens.
The worst buddy.
The worst buddy.
That's terrible. Anything else you've been watching you want to talk about?
Yeah, man. I mean, the only other one, I caught up all the stuff. I watched a new episode of Love Is War.
How'd you like that ending?
I thought it was good.
That shit was adorable. That was really
different.
That was wild. It was random. I didn't think that was gonna happen. They just completely changed the ending.
It was way out of place, dude. And the first scenario where it's the more traditional form of the show is pretty funny too.
Yeah.
Because Kaguya is so freaking. She's so great, dude.
She's so good. This show's amazing.
Like, well, and you do it with your dog, right? She's like,
that shit was incredible. That it was so fun. And then like the reveal, like
oops, hit my microphone.
The whole reveal of that one, and then like you see her like getting her education shit, and the board. Did you read what the board said? There's a bit. Okay, let's just talk about that scene. So the whole thing is that one of the teachers has confiscated a magazine that was apparently, slightly sexual.
It has lewd material
in it, and asked the student council to get rid of it, so it's just sitting there. Chica, the secretary, kind of the airhead, she's like reading through it, and she's like, lewd, this country is lewd. Like, she can't stand it, she can't believe it, she's freaking out. President, the guy, he's a little like he's a little weirded out by it. Kagi is just sitting there reading it. She's like, and there's a thing in there that is
it's talking about going all the way.
It's a survey that's talking about when was your first time is what it says, and about a third, straight up 1/3 of everybody says in high school. And Chica and President, they're both thinking in themselves, oh, no, I haven't. And he's freaking out because like, oh my God,
he's trying to make it sound like he's not a virgin, but
this guy's greatest fear is having Kaguya, the vice president, look at him and say, oh, that's cute. That's his greatest fear. Like every episode he imagines that happening and he freaks out. Because that means like she's completely out. Like, oh, he's just some kid, right? He's the dude from Domestic Girlfriend. Anyway, so the whole episode comes down to Kaguya saying, wow, I guess you guys didn't come from loving families. Of course, I've already done it. And they're like, what? And they're freaking out. And then she talks about how, of course, like my first time I did it with my little cousin. It was filmed and everything.
Yeah.
What? And they're all just freaking out. And she's like, Chica, you've got that dog. You probably do it with your dog all the time. Ooh, and everyone's just losing their shit. And then finally, Mr. President, he says, wait a minute. Hey, Kaguya, you know what it means when you say first time, right? And she's like, don't treat me like a child. Of course I do. Talking about your first kiss. Nah.
Yeah.
And then that's when they realize, like, how sheltered she really is because she comes from such a wealthy family and shit. The part that fucking got me is you see a brief flashback of her slightly younger in a room by herself sitting at a desk with a teacher who's pointing at a chalkboard, and the chalkboard just says, it just has like parts of flowers listed, like
yes,
pistol.
Okay, I did see that.
And then it says like stamen, pistol, whatever it is, and then it says just wait till you're married, then let the man handle it. And I'm like, holy shit. That shit was
She's
amazing.
like, yeah, and she's like, so it has nothing to do with the stork.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the stork. Like the whole thing was there's a picture of her with her newborn cousin giving him a kiss. Oh, right. Cute. That's adorable. Not fucking nobody on camera.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Which is what they thought it was. And then, oh my God. Like,
it was a very funny episode.
It's so funny, dude. That show's amazing. And it still has like, for sure, I know you love that Domestic Girlfriend opening. This one's still my favorite.
Yeah. I don't think it's as good, but it is good.
Well, that's like your opinion, man.
I think we're probably on the same level of both, but just reversed.
Sure.
Probably.
That's fine. But yeah, man, it's good times. Anything else to talk about?
I think that's it, dude. We don't have any news. We don't have any questions today.
Yeah, this is kind of a...
Yeah, and I got my mom staying over, so she's going to sleep in the room next to us, and I don't want her
don't want her
making bouncing around, or keeping her awake, anything like that.
Oh, she did like knock over a bunch of boxes last time she was
yeah. Yeah.
We both just stopped like, is she okay? I had to go check. Oh, mommy. All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up, but let's hit those plugs.
Yep. Let's hit them.
All right. So, everybody out there, if you want to...
I mean you, good buddy.
Gotcha. All right. So if any of y'all want to tell us about a show that you're really into, give us some suggestions like our good buddy did. Want to tell us
thank you again, Joshua.
Yeah. Shout out to Josh. Want to tell us about pretty much anything or recommendations, just say hi, any of that. There's a number of ways you can hit us up. Of course, the most obvious is our email address. That is thegoodbuddiesanimepod@gmail.com. Of course, anywhere that you can leave a comment for the podcast, which you can find anywhere that podcasts are sold, even though we don't sell them. So if you find us on Apple Podcast, iTunes, your Stitcher, I use Podcast Addict, your Podbean,
Google
podcast.com, any of that good stuff. Hit us up, leave us a comment, leave us a rating, let us know how you feel. Tell us how you feel. I want to know how she feeling. But beyond that, we do, of course, have the Good Buddies universe on Facebook. You can hit us up there, come hang out, be a part of the group. We have the Twitter, TGB_NMA pod, which I am on now. I'm in there every now and then, leaving comments and likes and whatnot. We do still have the Tumblr, although it's kind of in limbo, thegoodbuddies.tumblr.com. And of course, you may be listening to and or watching this on the Rapid Kick Media YouTube page, where you can also find your Two Dudes One Couch, your Wrestles, was it Wrestle Forever? Yeah, good stuff. Leave us a smash that like button, subscribe, leave us a comment, tell us how you feel about it, let us know what you think. I think that's it for the plugs, yeah. The main ones.
Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Beyond that, we do want to, of course, give a shout out to our good buddies, Married with Seamonsters, a.k.a. the Mary Janes, for the use of our opening theme song, Paperdoll, which, now they are on Spotify, unlike us, because we're just not cool enough. But that song, as well as many other amazing hits, can only be found on marriedwithseamonsters.bandcamp.com. Hit them up, check them out, get in, drop out, burn up. Do it. Beyond that, we do, of course, want to give a shout out to our good buddy Petty Theft. That is how it's pronounced.
It.
2 P's at the beginning, 2 T's at the end. Petty Theft on Twitter and on SoundCloud for the use of our closing theme song, which we are still calling Sweet Anime Dreams. And I think that's about it. Those dulcet tones are coming in right now. Boom, however it goes. Yeah. Roger, do you got one to take us out?
I've been trying to think of one.
Oh, wow.
You got one?
Let's just all right. From all of us here at the Good Buddy Universe, I'm your good buddy Brandon.
And I am your good buddy Roger.
Drop!